Are we rolling?
Rolling.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Lil, or
Hi.
Lily Poland. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Tell them the what it's all about.
So this is the I-129F petition, the K-1 visa, basically. And I'm going to go through it page by page on how we put ours together. So the first step is we put together a cover letter. And the cover letter just basically lays out, what's within this packet. And so when the agent looks at it, they can turn to this and they look down at everything and see that we sent all the correct information. But then they can go through and they start verifying everything at that point. At least that's my guess. So on the next page, this is probably about the most important part. It's not the pictures either, which have to be the 2x2 passport size pictures. They have to be fairly recent. They say 30 days, but who really knows if this is like a year ago or 30 days ago, right? So the most important part is the check. Even though we're taxpayers and we pay for everything, even the paper that they write on, the pens they use, the internet they use. But anyway, why digress? So it's $535 at the time. I don't know if it's the same or not, but just make sure you make it out to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. And make sure you have the funds in there, because you'll know they got your information because your check will be cashed. That's the first thing they do. G1145. I can't read her tiny handwriting. But this is actually a notification that you give them permission to send to you that they received your information. They'll text message you. So yeah, there's a form for that too. The application. This is quite lengthy too. It's a lot of dotting I's and crossing T's. And you just got to make sure that you read it carefully and you follow each part. And you put in the necessary information. If it doesn't pertain to you, you put in not applicable, or NA. And sometimes the computer, when you do this on a computer, won't allow you to put that in there. So you can handwrite it too. And I've done that in a few areas. But as we go through it, you can see it's just typical information. Histories, everywhere that I lived, and my employment history, which she has me working at Tesla.
Yeah.
I'm his head scientist there. I hope I get a car out of this advertising. We're advertising Tesla. So Elon Musk, if you hear me, I want a car.
Okay.
And then here, this is my business, Longevity. This is a little self-promoting here. Freedom for us at longevity.com. And it's just the normal application type of questionnaires. They ask about your parents, what their names are, where they live, and your citizenship, which, I'm the petitioner, she's the beneficiary, and as a petitioner, I'm a United States citizen. And then we start getting into her information. But you can see here how we wrote NA. See? It wouldn't allow us to type it. So, we, on the form within the computer. So we wrote it. And then this is where we start filling out her information. She does let you know that she's a Filipino. She has to show everywhere that she lived. And she was out of the country in Saudi Arabia. And she puts that down. And then
You put that down.
Well,
it's
yeah.
Not me.
Well, she did this one. I did the original one.
So this is not the original. This is the sample.
Yeah, this is our sample. This is our faux copy. And like I said, it's quite lengthy.
It consists of 13 pages.
Yeah. You just got to make sure you fill out everything accordingly. And if you have questions, you can always call an agent too. And they're quite nice, because I did call them. I've talked to a couple of them at one time.
And you can also check the instruction.
Yes.
At the website.
Yes.
Guys, please subscribe to our channel.
And then they ask you, where you met, and then I put this information. And it's just a terse statement. That's all. You don't have to get lengthy.
We did.
But that's on another page.
Yeah.
That's another part of this form.
Yeah. It's up to you if you want a brief story only. We are carried away.
Yeah, we did. Because when we went to our interview here in the United States, the agent that we met, she thought we had done something wrong, or something was going on with our file because it was so thick. So I guess we gave them too much information, because she made a comment about it, and it was probably oh my gosh, it had to be that thick, because this thing literally gets passed around.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll end up in whatever country that your beneficiary, your fiance, lives. That's the embassy it'll go to.
They will send this.
Yeah. So this actually went to to Saudi Arabia. Sure, this is key. Don't forget to sign it, because if you don't, you'll get a...
They will return it back.
Yeah, request for evidence.
No, not request for evidence. They will return it back.
Oh, is that what they do? They
Yeah.
just return it back? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought they sent a notification. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And then you'll probably have to ship it back and pay for it again, because we sent ours FedEx.
This is if you have a
Yeah.
preparer.
Yeah, some people, they hire people to do this. Anybody can read can fill this out, and you can call and ask questions. There's plenty of people out there to help. There's plenty of YouTube videos like this that can help, and you don't need to hire somebody for thousands of dollars to do this. You're just wasting your money. And this is additional information. It gives you a page for that. And so I ran out of room in regards to my employment history, so I put where I worked and from what time and what I had, my responsibilities at that job. And then we put Lil's children, within this section as well. Also continued our relationship and what we did and when we met over in the Philippines, in Manila. And this is actually a supplement to Section 2, Item 54. It's in regards to how we met. And only one of us really needed to make this out, but we did two of them. Lil insisted that we each had one. So that was her. And I can't stress enough, just follow what they want. You don't have to go to extra, lengths to this. You give them too much information sometimes. I mean, they're just people doing their job, and they have to go through each, piece of paper. And as you see, this is how we learn, I don't know, through somebody, a source that said that this is what they do when they receive your paperwork. Though, however you organize it, if it's in a binder or loose, they're going to take everything apart. They're going to double hole punch everything and put it in a clipboard like this. And they do, because that's exactly how the agent had it when we met. And we saw it, and it was just like this. So we went ahead and sent it like this. But, I wrote out mine, and I signed it and dated. And then Lil, she did hers. Hers was called Our Love Story.
Don't follow us, guys. You can just...
You could do just one, but if you want to do two, I'm sure that's fine as well.
Yeah.
And since we met on a website, Filipino.com, they wanted the terms of use, because they want to make sure that it's not a...
This one.
Yeah, mail order bride. Because that's a big no-no.
Yeah. But if you met in a common friend, like a common friend.
Yeah, like if a relative introduced you or a friend, then they have to give statements.
Yeah.
And, you know, some like an affidavit, so to speak. And they want from 3 different people. So the more the better on that, actually, because that's verifying your relationship. Because this is what this is really about. It's just verifying that it's a real bona fide relationship, because there's a lot of people who want to come to the United States and they'll do whatever it takes to get over here. So they're just making sure that it's legit. All right, and this is your letter of intent of marriage. It gets a little tricky on this one because you both have to sign it. So when they're living abroad, you know, you got to get their signature on there fairly quick. So what we did is, you know, Lil sent me some, her signature just on a blank piece of paper. And then I just transferred, you know, put everything on there and then put my name on there as well and signed it. So both our names ended up on the same piece. So this was blank, only with her signature down here. And then I went ahead and typed everything out, printed it, and then I signed it using this page with her signature on it.
But some baby, they just send it through scan. You know, scan only.
Oh, do they? Oh,
yeah, but
okay.
I'm not sure if it's somewhere.
I thought they wanted. Oh, okay.
Because it's just a copy. They just ask a copy, right?
Right.
I'm not sure.
Well, maybe we went a little overboard on that too.
Okay.
It surprised me. And this is my birth certificate. And since I was divorced, I had to show my divorce decree. Mine, I only had to submit 4. Yeah. I tried that with hers. That didn't work. Now they asked, that was the first, request for evidence, an RFE. And it's because I didn't send the entire divorce decree. Because I thought, well, what do they need all the middle pages for? They just need the divorce itself, right? The front page that she filed. And of course in the Philippines, they don't divorce, it's annulment. It's the only country on planet Earth that doesn't allow divorce. I sent the first page and the last few pages with her signature and the judge's signature, and no, it wasn't good enough. They wanted everything. So I sent the entire 10,000 pages to them.
So that's
and this is the city civil register for her. Oh my gosh, the paperwork that we had to send on her annulment. It was just like, you know, from the statistics office. And then you have to make sure you have all the stamps. Believe it or not, they do know this stuff. They know what's legit and isn't. They're quite detailed in this. And they'll know if you don't have the right paperwork in regards to documentation. They want to make sure that she isn't still married or, you know, in the Philippines, that everything was annulled. Then we sent, you know, more evidence of our relationship, that we actually met in person and we hung out together. And that's us at H2O. That was the hotel. And it was at Ocean Park. We had a really nice time. It was a lot of fun. She was really quiet during that time. I found out she's not so quiet. She tricked me.
I'm so quiet, Vivek.
Yeah, you were much quiet.
I don't know how to speak in English much.
Yeah, whatever.
Just be quiet.
You're doing fine. What's the difference between now and then? It's the same. And we just took a lot of pictures. That's one thing that you do want to do, is take a lot of pictures of you together. And if you're around her family or friends, take pictures of you two together with the family members. Unfortunately, you know, I didn't get a chance to meet her family, so it was just her and I, which was fine. They could easily see it was a real relationship.
We just submit a chat log of you talking to my daughter, my family.
Yeah, I talked to her son, Kyle, and her daughter, Kyla. And then it's just more evidence. I flew over there. I guess the pictures of me in Manila and us together weren't enough. So I had to show the boarding passes and everything, too.
Yeah, that's important.
You know, that was
the itinerary, the booking, the hotel booking.
Yeah, the itinerary. You know, you keep all this stuff. You know, print it, keep it. Just don't discard anything in regards to your traveling to meet your fiance. And the same thing, the hotel receipt. That's the itinerary. And then more receipts, you know, of us purchasing things.
It's the hotel receipt.
Yeah. That's,
SM.
Yeah.
It's still SM.
Yeah. That's probably food because I found out she ate a lot too. She never stops eating. More receipts. And then my passport. I had to show the stamp. Then I showed all the stamps, you know, where I went. Because they wanted to see that. And then there was the Philippines.
No, it's not in the Philippines.
Oh, that's the Dominican Republic. And I'm such a world traveler. And then I just showed them the blank pages.
Is that important, baby, the blank pages?
I don't know. I just sent it to them. You know, I figured I couldn't go wrong. And then this is the engagement ring, the receipt. Keep that too.
But it's optional if they don't have them.
I'd give it to them anyway.
Yeah, that's evidence of relationship.
Yes. And then all of our chats.
Not complete.
No.
But
Lil went overboard on that too. She wanted me to send out a ton of chats. That turned out to be a book in itself.
I make a book for that.
She was very demanding in that regard. And I kept telling her we don't need to send out that much. Oh, but baby, I read this. It happened to this person and this. I was like, oh my gosh, okay. So we'll send it out. So we did. And like I said, it turned out to be a very, very thick file. To the point it had the agent worried.
We also sent a card, Valentine's card and anniversary card.
Yeah.
Like 3 copies only.
Yes.
And the chat logs.
Yes.
That's all.
So that's it, folks. You know, this is the dating site that we're on, Filipino Cupid, right here.
Toot, toot, toot.
And she actually looked at my profile and then left. And on this site, it'll show you down here at the bottom. It'll pop up when somebody looks at your profile when you're online. And I happened to be online when she looked, and I saw it, and I clicked on it real quick. And it took me to her profile. And then I messaged her. And then she said, well, you wanted somebody younger with no kids. That was only so I could narrow down the field. I didn't want everybody to message me. Because when I first went on here, I had like over 100 women that messaged me within 2 hours. Anyway, the terms and condition. You scroll all the way down from the home page. And then it's terms of use. Click on that. Then there it is. And just right click and print. That's that simple. And then also one note, if you have a court case for committing, some illegal activity or something, you got to make sure you submit all the documentation because they will know. So the best thing to do is just be honest about everything. They will find out. They have access to, all the agencies that provide, your background information.
And it should be.
So when you don't provide something, it's like you're being underhanded. So when you do that, they won't believe anything that's within that packet. And that's it. So
it should be certified copy.
Yes. It has to be a certified copy. So that's it. And thanks for watching. I hope I didn't bore you too much.
And don't forget to
subscribe and like. Because when you like something, the more people like it, within the analytics of YouTube, it'll get out to more people. It'll put you at the top of the list and when somebody searches this stuff. So I hope we've helped.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right.
God bless. Good luck.
God bless.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck with everything. And be patient, because it does take time to get your paperwork there, to get it back, and especially now during these times, you know, it's like everything's got a delay on it right now. So just be
Bye-bye.
patient.